Welcome to What the Health? The podcast where real people from all walks of life share their insights, struggles, successes and breakthroughs in health, fitness and life in general. This isn't just about workouts and diets, it's about building a stronger, healthier future in every part of your life whilst having a laugh in the process. Hello. Before we start this week's episode of Tom, just to reveal the truth from last week's episode of Jack was that he did do a backflip on his bike. There you go.
Yeah. Hello, thanks for joining us for this week's episode. We're on episode number 9 and we are joined with Tom Ford. So Tom talks all about gym goals and gains. So welcome Tom, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, bro.
No problem at all. So let's start off with a bit of introduction about who is Tom. Tom, if you had to create a profile on Tinder, what would you say about yourself?
Tinder. I don't know. Never gone on Tinder. Never been on it.
You're not missing out, I'm sure.
I don't think so. No, don't need it.
No. Cool. Tell us about you. So, what do you like to do?
Live local. I like to train, obviously. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I work from home. I have 2 children.
Yeah. How old are they?
The boy is 8, daughter 6.
Cool.
Yeah. So, keep me busy a few times a week.
What's your hobbies? What do you like to do in spare time?
I used to love football. Just kind of gone right off it now.
Yeah.
Like in terms of playing it, always got injured. So just prefer being in the gym, really.
Yeah. Do you support a team?
Yeah, Ipswich.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I do know that.
The main team.
Second best in East Anglia, but it's not too bad. So, just to get to know you a little bit more, at the start of this episode, I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions.
Sweet.
So, just to prepare you before we start. So, I'm sure you know what quick fire means, but if you can answer as instinctively as you can. So no waffling, just try and answer as quick as you can. If there's one you're stumbling on, we can always come back to it afterwards if you like. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, who's your best friend?
Fuck. I'm going to have to say my son then, probably, or my brother. Yeah.
Nice. What's your favourite workout?
Favourite workout, chest.
Chest.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing moment?
How long have you got?
Or one of them?
Too many, mate. Too many.
You can tell us one later.
Yeah.
Into the episode. Yeah. Guilty pleasure regarding food?
Food? I don't know. Pete, no, crisps. Always crisps. Yeah. Yeah.
What flavour?
Any
flavour?
Yeah. Probably Doritos.
Really?
Chewy Doritos, yeah.
Not a fan. Yeah. Funniest gym memory? Do you have a funny memory?
Yeah, so training's not really fun, Liam. But it's not really a gym memory as such. It was when I went to boxing a few years ago. I'm not going to mention any names, but he was skipping in front of me using the rope, and I couldn't. I literally just broke down. It was so funny. I had to move away. But yeah, that probably always sticks out.
Did it?
Yeah.
What's your worst exercise?
Worst? Bulgarian split squats. Even though I do them. But yeah, they're sheer hell.
I do like a Bulgarian split squat personally. What's your strength? That could be related to anything in life. Doesn't have to be just the gym, but your choice.
It's probably just, commitment to just growing, getting better.
Yeah. Cool. What's your dream holiday?
I think probably somewhere in Canada.
Yeah?
Yeah, Canada appeals to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been to New Zealand before, so Canada, probably quite similar. Out in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Canada 2 years ago. It came up on my Facebook memory today, actually.
Did you like it?
Blooming loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of my best moments in life.
Yeah, I'm not really up for cities. Sort of crowded places aren't really for me. So
sorry, I've gone off track the quick fire, and I.
Yeah.
my bad. One thing people that don't know about you.
Can speak a few different languages, a few words.
Yeah.
Different languages, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly rude ones, but yeah.
Trebian.
So,
What language?
that's it.
Worst gym fail?
Gym fail. Never fail it.
No.
No.
Good. Then that is the end of the quickfire questions. Thank you very much. Let's move on then, Tom. How did you get into fitness?
I've been into fitness on and off, particularly like sort of weights since I was in my teens, but just kind of drifted away from it. And I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago I rejoined here.
Yeah.
Just kind of haven't really looked back since. So it's something I've always kind of dipped in and out of, but you know, I haven't been healthy in other areas of my life. So
yeah.
Whereas like now it's a lot more consistent.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, because you came here 4 years ago, didn't you? And then you left for a little while. And
I left for a while. Yeah.
The first time you were here, did you do any classes, or was it just you come using the gym by yourself?
I think I just came by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you leave? What made that decision for you?
Probably just, I don't know, circumstances at the time, maybe. Just internal battles.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that, maybe.
What's different this time?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just not giving in.
Yeah.
Just forcing yourself to do it.
Was there something that triggered you in particular, or a few things that triggered you to make sure
possibly.
You wanted to, commit to something more consistently?
I do recall a memory a few years ago where I'd really, really put on quite a lot of weight, and I think I was getting ready for work one morning, trying to put my shoes on.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even tie my laces up. I could barely even breathe because I was just so big, and I was just like, what the fuck? I just had to change it then.
Yeah.
So that was it. That was probably the biggest catalyst.
Cool. Yeah. So you made a decision to come back, obviously, and then you went into classes straight away. Was that right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
you didn't do that before. So what made you shift to change your approach?
I think with the classes, you kind of got that community feel there.
Yeah. Helps to keep you more accountable.
It does. It really does. Yeah.
I'm sure that helped with your consistency.
It did. Yeah, it did. Yeah. I mean, I've kind of recently returned to doing some classes actually. And it does help. It does help. I like doing my own thing with the weights, but just having the option of going to the classes and having that community as well is big.
Yeah. What do you prefer, train by yourself, or because you do both, don't you? Or
I do.
go to a class?
Depends really. I think it's just important to have a bit of a balance.
Yeah.
For me personally, that's worked best if I can have some classes per week, but still get in and do my own thing.
Yeah.
Other mornings before work and stuff like that. So it really just depends what you want. But for me, that's kind of that striking that balance has really worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. What challenges have you faced, Tom, in fitness, your career, life in general?
Probably like the biggest challenge would always just have been the internal challenge, the internal battle. I spoke to you before about sort of mental health issues, if you want to call it that. But I think having a place like this as an outlet is really, really key.
Yeah.
And it's working on yourself constantly. It's not a straight line.
Yeah.
There's times when you dip, maybe you can go back. As long as you can jump forward after that, and just keep going. That's the thing. It's just keep going. Consistency.
Yeah. In terms of them internal battles, I know what you're talking about, and I've been there myself. Obviously, everyone's different, but I've been at very low points. Yeah. In terms of like your lowest point, if you can recall, like how did you get out of that?
I've absolutely no idea, but I think, we've all got this, wherever we are at the moment, it's proof that we've survived. We can survive whatever. So, nothing's impossible. It's just, you just keep going. You just remember that the storm doesn't last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Keep training, keep reading, keep breathing really is and eventually come through that storm. And
is there things you've put in place now to help you? Because obviously you've been in like myself, have been in bad places in the past internally? Is there things that you've now put into place that you follow now that you know you need to keep up doing to prevent yourself from going back to those?
For me, it's that kind of, a lot of this work that I've kind of been doing and, reading, podcasts and just all this learning helps.
Yeah.
But it's about kind of being in the present moment, bringing yourself back into the present, and just deep breathing, that helps.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling, it's just being aware of what's going on really in your subconscious, and then getting out for walks in the woods and stuff like that really, really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same with me.
Yeah.
I mean, my lowest point was before I started the gym, like a few years before I actually opened the business and whatnot, and I didn't really have any kind of like close-knit friends as such, or the community support. I didn't really see much of a way out. That's the lowest. I was like suicidal and not in a great place at all. But now I've got part of this, obviously, great community support. I make sure I know part of my medication is to make sure I move every day, get out in nature.
Yeah.
I've got an ice bath at home because that really helps me. I do that every morning, just have a quick dip. So there's certain things in my structure. There's quite a few of them that I have to put in place. Having that support system at home with Lucy, who's great, and she realises I need to do these sort of things to get out, even though it might be have a bit of a sacrifice to let her do the dinner whilst I go for a run or just a walk or whatnot. But it's just having those right things that that works and helps you stay out of those sort of low places.
Exactly that. Yeah.
It's very important to realise that and then put them in place.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. How does training fit into your everyday life at the moment, then, Tom?
So, like when I've got the children, I mean, I'll occasionally, I've done it once, I say occasionally, but bring them down and train outside. But generally, I'll just train at home in front of them, whether it is burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, air squats, anything like that, or with the dumbbells.
Do they ask you what the hell you're doing?
Yeah, they don't really, I mean, sometimes they'll kind of join in and try and copy what I'm doing, but they'll always ask, and I think it's important just to show them anyway, because eventually, they'll be like, oh, okay, Dad's doing that. Dad's always training. Dad's always exercising. Always tell them how important it is.
Yeah.
Generally, if I haven't got them, I'm in early mornings before work. Sets me up nice for the day.
How hard is it to find that time for yourself to train around work and the kids?
Do you know what? It's fine. I hear it so often. You probably do as well. But when people say they haven't got time, you just make time. You have to. It's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
I think maybe some people are pressed for time. Say if you had children full time, for example, or but there's nothing to stop you from just training at home.
No.
You could move your body, even if it's star jumps or
Absolutely. I mean, like, as we talked about on episode 1 with Damon and Tracy, all about time, because that's the biggest excuse for everyone.
Yeah.
If they say I can't come to the gym and train because of work or time, that being the same thing basically.
Yeah.
We've all got time. It's just how we prioritise and work around these obstacles.
Yeah.
And there is big obstacles, especially like you said, just about being a solo parent. If you're full time, then it's going to be difficult. So you can't just leave young children by themselves, obviously. But there's still stuff you can do around them, like you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, like you just said.
Yeah. So it's just making it non-negotiable. That's the thing, and not talking yourself out of it, because that's easy for people to do. I used to do that as well.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why I prefer training in the mornings as well, because it's get up and go to the gym.
I think I'm not a morning person, but I prefer to bank it in the morning as well. Maybe not first thing like you do, but I try and bank it in the morning, so then it makes me feel, I don't know about you, like better throughout the day, so I'm not worried about trying to get it in later on. Obviously, everyone can't do the same because of their work situations or kids and whatnot. They might have to come and train later, but obviously we've faced challenges, them internal battles, so for me to function during the day better, banking it in the morning works a lot better. Whereas, I don't know if you've found this, but if I've trained later in the evening or I've not trained in the morning, then my day just feels different.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think your food choices as well are better if you train in the morning, because you think you're just replenishing what the energy expended in the morning. So
You set yourself up for the day.
Yeah, I think it works. It works a lot better for me. But
yeah, I remember someone saying about just the simple things. First thing in the morning, just making the bed is like you've achieved something already, even though it's something very simple. But in your mindset, you've done something already in the day, so it sets you up to be a bit more productive throughout the day.
For sure.
And obviously, we've said about training first thing, but we don't have to train for even if you just go out for a walk or something simple.
Yeah,
just to get moving, set you up for the day. Yeah, good. What keeps you motivated, and Tom? What motivates you to get these non-negotiables in?
I think it's probably being a dad is a massive thing, and we want to be our best for them. But I think now, really, we've got to be our best for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's just self-care.
Yeah.
So that's it really. It goes beyond motivation. So motivation just dries up. Whereas discipline is just something that's there. You have to. Yeah.
Just creating them habits for long term.
Exactly. Yeah. And the habits are hard at first. Of course they are, but once those habits become ingrained, it's a lot easier to follow them.
Yeah. Especially being dad as well, you sort of like think more about it being how important it is.
Yeah.
Because obviously you want to be fit and healthy for as long as possible, not just for yourself, obviously, but growing and playing with the kids later on and doing things with them when they're adults and beyond. So
exactly that.
Yeah, it's all about the decisions that we make.
It is.
The habits that you do outside the gym, how does that help with your sleep, food, mindset? So obviously you do the non-negotiables of trying to get your movement in, your training, but habits outside the gym regarding your food choices?
I'm not perfect with my habits. Still there are still some bad habits that remain.
Do you want to tell us about those?
Not really. But I think like the supplements really help. Probably even this time a year ago, I wasn't taking things like magnesium, ashwagandha. They really help with sleep. And then like supplements as well, they're so important. Creatine, keeping your protein intake up. There's a couple of other things I've started taking now as well. Tonkat Ali is called, which is like meant to be a natural test booster. So again, as we get older, our test levels just drop naturally. So if we can kind of keep them up, there's no
obviously weight training will help.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So there's no reason we can't carry on building muscle for years to come. So,
yeah, it's good. Yeah, like you mentioned about bad habits, and we all have some kind of bad habits and stuff. Mine being about I don't know. Sometimes I might go for my birthday's next week, so I'm looking forward to a little binge, but having to indulge myself because I like to enjoy the non-healthy foods at times as well. So I can, but my 80+% of the time, my food choices are good, decent.
I think that's it. Yeah, if you can get it sort of 80 odd % being good. That 20%.
It's just not letting those bad habits define you and just letting it spiral out of control. It's just keeping them in check. There's nothing to feel bad about any bad things that we might do.
Yeah, that's it.
Because we're human at the end of the day. So
we're not flawless.
No,
none of us. So
absolutely. I'm going to go into some fun questions now, Tom Voyle. Well, I say fun. It'll be fun for me anyway. Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather do CrossFit or high rocks?
Never done a high rock, so CrossFit. Yeah.
CrossFit?
Yeah.
Would you rather sing or dance?
Sing.
Sing, would you?
Yeah.
Would you rather work out with barbells or dumbbells?
Barbell.
Yeah. I'll be a dumbbell man myself.
Yeah.
Would you rather have no arms or no legs?
Oh. That's really bad.
It's a good choice.
Probably I'd have to say no arms because like legs to walk.
Keep your legs.
Take
away your arms.
That's horrible choice.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Would you rather deadlift or squat? Squat.
Yeah.
Would you rather someone sitting on your face whilst you're bench pressing, or would you rather hip thrust towards a random child?
See it on the face any day. Yeah.
Well, job. Well, we found out a bit more about you there. So great, fantastic. Thanks for that.
That's all right.
In life at the moment, Tom, what are you focusing on right now? Not just, well, let's go fitness-wise and like career-wise.
Yeah, so I work in a different industry now. I was in freight for many years. But, I work in telecoms now, which is kind of not much more interesting, but it's going well. You know, and I think just having that commitment to self-care will shine through with whatever you're doing, really, whatever job you're doing.
Yeah. Do you enjoy your job? Out of 10, 10 being bloody love it, 0 being bloody hate it.
Yeah, probably an 8.
8?
Probably an 8. It's decent, good company. I'm not sure. It's probably not what I want to do forever, but
Say good company is in like the company you're working for or team that you work with.
Yeah, both. Yeah. So, but I do work remotely, so that I'm on my own quite a lot.
Yeah.
Which I think probably makes the training especially more key.
Yeah. How important is work to you? Because obviously, to me, work's important because we spend. Well, the average person might spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week working. So in my eyes, you want to try and do something that you enjoy or you can bear or you're happy with that choice that you make, whether that's improving your experience with the team that you work with. If you've got a good team, obviously you enjoy the time that you spend with them. How important is work to you in terms of like
I think
what you do?
I think like so for you and I, for example, with what you've got here, this is like your baby, isn't it? And you're doing something that you love doing. It's not there for me because it's not something I'm like passionate about.
Yeah, I think that's the majority. That's why I ask, because the majority of people would be in exactly the same boat. We live in obviously Grand Felixstowe area, so we hear it a lot that people do not like their job because it's just boring. But if people, if they want to do something they enjoy more, they have that option. But if they want to live certain lifestyles, then that might be the best option for them. Are you happy with your choice?
I'm happy with it at the moment. I can kind of work that around, like picking the children up from school, for example. That's a massive thing.
Do you think your work affects your mental health and physical health? And
sometimes,
do you get stressed too much with it or not?
Of course, everything. It can be stressful at times. But I guess it's just how you manage the stress.
What's the biggest thing you dislike about your work and the biggest thing you enjoy about your work?
Probably like because it's not something that I'm really, really passionate about in any kind of way, really. I wasn't really before that. So, there are other things I'd rather be doing, but I guess it's just finding a way to make that work, still earn the same kind of money, and be able to go off and train, do something else, or start your own business up. So, there's a lot of variables to it, isn't there? But
it's not preventing you from doing the things that you want to do. So
that's it.
That's the key.
It's more flexible than my previous job, where it was just office for 10 hours a day. Even when there's nothing going on, you're still just stuck there. So there's pros and cons to everything, but it's all right.
Cool. In terms of focusing on regarding your training, what are you focusing on at the moment, anything in particular, just to keep moving and
I think so. Just probably I'm looking to just increase my strength all the time. Maybe get a little bit bigger, more defined, and just be fitter all round as well. Just more healthy. And just keep celebrating myself. Really, that's what we all should be doing. Really, just celebrating ourselves. So
absolutely.
That's what I'll keep doing.
That's good. Have you, maybe not now, but in the past, have you ever compared yourself, maybe unconsciously, to other people in terms of your training?
Comparisons are awful. And we all know we shouldn't do it, but it's difficult not to. It's something that you have to work on. getting better at it now. But I think that again boils down to how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
So
you've been in situations where you felt a bit lower than you do at the moment. So,
yeah.
have you felt or seen a difference in yourself, like now compared to when you're in a lower position?
100%.
Like you're comparing yourself to others less now? Or?
Yeah, for sure I am. Yeah. I used to do it a lot. Well, I've done it my whole life, but it's becoming less and less as I become more confident and comfortable with who I am. Then, those comparisons become fewer and far, further between. So
that's good to hear.
It's good. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I've mentioned this before, but as you get older, or as I've got a bit older, I've started to care less about the things that's not important. So there's a lot of things now I don't really care about as such, or which I might have cared about before, which wasn't really that important.
Yeah.
I don't care as much like I used to what I look like. Obviously, I want to look good, be in good shape, and I still do, but I'm just not that fussed compared to when I was 18, for example. You get a bit fixed up on how you look. You want to be perfect, like with all the social media and stuff, where influencers post about these perfect photos and whatnot, and how you should look.
It's now, isn't it? As well,
it's not how it should be. Really, it's all about feeling better within yourself. And then if you know you're fit and healthy, which I know I am, then this is my body, this is me, this is where we're at.
And then you can positively affect people around you as well.
Exactly,
That's a big thing. We should all be striving to do that.
100%. Cool. What's one piece of advice you could give to anyone?
Just keep going, move. Focus on something. Focus on yourself. And just keep getting better. It's never going to be a straight line, but as long as you can keep moving forward, even if it's just tiny little steps. It's good. That would be my advice.
One foot in front of the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. What do you want the future to look like for you, Tom? This could be in all aspects of life, so regarding fitness, anything, your family, whatnot.
Just
if you look into the future of your dream, what does it look like?
It looks like being out in nature, being comfortable financially. It looks like my children being happy. And just being surrounded by good people as well. That's really important. So that's how it looks.
Good. In terms of, obviously, you want your children to be happy. Is there anything you're thinking about, like what you can do now and in the future to try and, improve their life and make them as happy as they possibly can be?
I think it's being consistent with yourself. As long as we're setting that really good example for them, then they're going to follow it. Hopefully,
you're their best role model to
exactly
what they see you do as
and be there, be present for them as well. That's another thing, and just let them know they can talk about anything to you, and be comfortable with that. And I think that will help. Because I think growing up in our generation, we didn't really kind of have that as lads.
No.
It was more of a case of just kind of man up, which is quite a dangerous thing to say, really. So
I agree. I'm similar to you in terms of like wanting to be as happy as possible. So I want them to feel loved. I'm not really an affectionate person, but I try and make the effort to make sure I tell them I love them. Give them cuddles. People that know me know I just don't do cuddles or hugs.
Oh man.
I'm trying my best to get better, but with those, it just feels different as a dad for the relationship, because
it does.
I feel like it's easier to do it with them because obviously my kids are 2 and 5, so they can't really say no. Or don't really have a choice but to grow them. So this feels like that different kind of relationship.
It's just unconditional, isn't it? With the children. So it's not like anything else we can compare it to. So
make sure they've got that environment that they feel safe to talk about anything they want to.
Exactly.
Any demons they might be facing then, because we've faced our own internal demons. So we will obviously, don't know about you, but I'm mindful of them going through that. So I want to try and create that environment where they don't don't feel that way. So
Yeah,
we can be there to help them as much as possible.
definitely. Yeah. Try and keep their nervous systems calm.
Yeah. So as a dad, Tom, what you've gone through in your life so far with your life experience, what are you going to try and help with them stay clear of, or what advice would you give to them, or anything to keep them away from being any bad habits?
Probably don't drink. That would be the one bit of advice.
Yeah.
It's caused me enough problems in the past, so that's probably the one bit of advice I would give them.
Yeah.
And to love themselves.
Yeah.
Take care of themselves. Yeah.
That's good. So you said about not drinking because you've done it in the past yourself. Have you you've stopped drinking for a while, haven't you, or you've cut back to what you've previously?
I've stopped for quite a while, like literally stopped. But
and how's that felt compared to how you were? In the past.
Yeah, it was big. It allowed me to kind of get in really good shape actually by not drinking.
Yeah. Looking back, did it serve you at all?
Yeah, massively. Yeah, because I think when you're not drinking, or this applies to any drug really, but you kind of have to face things. There's nowhere to run.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times we use these substances, it's just to mask something that's lurking underneath, and we don't want to face it. So
yeah. And that is a common thing with many things to make you feel good at the time and stuff. So what do you try and do now? What's your favourite drug as such? Well, it might not be a drug, obviously, but would you try and do, like, for example, obviously working out? What's the favourite thing you do to make yourself feel good when you're feeling low, or you just want that little bit of euphoria feeling?
Well, I honestly think it's just getting out for walks is really big. Yeah,
it's very underestimated.
Keep going back to it, but it's a massive thing.
100%. Yeah.
You can just bring peace back to yourself. When you kind of internally you're screaming. If you can bring that peace back to yourself, but just getting out for a walk. Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, that's where we were created. We were created in nature, so
we were.
It's where we're designed to be.
Yeah, most of us we're so far away from it now that it doesn't even kind of exist to most people, but to some people. But hopefully that will change, and we'll kind of start gradually drifting back to our nature, really.
Yeah. So, cool. Fab. Tom, I didn't give you a heads up about this, but asking you to do one truth and two lies for us. I don't know if you're familiar with the would I lie to you situation.
I've heard of it, yeah.
But I've not given you prep, so I'll have to do what I've done in the last 2 episodes. And I just want to pause the video quickly. Cool. So, Tom, it's going to give us 3 statements. You're going to comment, hopefully, or drop us a message to tell us your guess of what you think is true. So, over to Tom.
Thanks, Liam. So my first ever flight was to Samoa. That's the first one. I've eaten kangaroo's testicles. And between 3 of us, when we were 16, we ate 96 bags of hula hoops between us.
96, that's 32 each.
32, yeah.
Blimey. I mean, if they're barbecue flavoured, I'll do that. They're all quite outrageous, really. But yeah, there you go. There's your 3 statements. Figure out, well, you don't have to figure out, just guess on what you think is true out of those 3. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining, Tom.
Cheers, bro.
And we shall see you next episode. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for tuning in to What the Health. Until next time, stay strong, stay healthy, and keep moving forward.